Hey friends, it's Ariel Fishman of Adventure Israel out here in Ein Kesalon. It's a Kesalon spring. It's just north of Moshav Kesalon and just south of 395, the road leading from Bet Shemesh to Jerusalem. Okay, right off the road, less than a quarter of a kilometer from the road, you have this beautiful spring. Again, beautiful in Israeli standards. It's been fixed up by the locals to accommodate the water that is naturally flowing out of this cave over here. It is contained in this spring that you're looking at now, which is kept up pretty nicely. There's not too much garbage around here, and the water is clean. I wouldn't drink it from here, but I would drink it from in there. There are some small little fish here actually helping to keep the algae down. And in the area of this spring, we have lots of edible food. So we're going to just point out a couple of them. Right above our heads, we have a fig tree. Okay, get a little zoom in on the classic fig leaves. Everyone knows what that looks like. Okay, classic fig leaf growing here. Now this tree most of the fruit is already past ripe. There is one little baby fig growing right there, if you can see that. Okay, and there's some more on the end of the branch over there. So that's edible food number one. There's another fig tree right opposite us. We're going to move on, show you what else we got here. Now the fruits of this bush are past ripe, but this somewhat recognizable leaf. It looks a little bit like saltbush that grows in the Dead Sea area, but this is a caper plant. It's part of the caper family, and it produces fruits usually earlier on in the summer that are about the size of your thumb, and they can be pickled in salt water or vinegar. Tasty, a bit spicy. Very, very, very worthwhile giving that food a try. You can't eat it straight off the bush like the figs, but it is something that is edible after a small, short, easy process. Okay, on the other side of this same dirt road, we have loads of blackberries, or in Hebrew they're called petel. Okay, one of the many types of petel. So if you see this blackberries here, some of them are past ripe, some are just ripening now. Quite tasty, sugar sweet. Okay, we're going to continue on, see what else we could find just in this little stretch. And coming up here, we have eshchar. Eshchar is noticeable by small round blackberries, okay, and oval-shaped, slightly heart-shaped leaves. Okay, these berries started off yellow and they became black, hence the name eshchar, which in Hebrew means I will become black. So that's the eshchar. They're edible, they're sweet, but they have an aftertaste and they're a bit on the pungent side. And right over here, again, we're only about 10 meters from the spring, we have horse mint. Okay, I'm just going to find a little sprig that looks right here. This is horse mint. This is the horse mint flower. Horse mint leaf over there, pretty recognizable. This grows all over Israel. I was just up north in the Golan yesterday and near the Zavitan spring. It was growing there as well. And one way to make this a clear identifying factor is the smell. It smells like mint. Another one is the fact that it has a square stem and not a round stem. That's classic for the mint family. Also includes things like thyme and oregano, za'atar, sage, za'atar being hyssop in English. Okay, and we're just going to pan around, show you where we are. Just out in this direction is the dirt road that leads to the highway, Route 395, and continuing around, here's the other side of the road, and we're looking up right now at Moshav Kesalon. Okay, thank you for joining us at Adventure Israel. We'll see you again soon.